So Safety Week is 1 week out of the year in which a group of companies have come together and established a theme for that week. This year is Connected, Supported, Safe.
You know, the mission of Safety Week is to strengthen the industry's attention to safety, share best practices, tools, and resources.
We've stayed alert to different practices and different equipment that can improve our safety and improve the lives of our workers.
We decided it was time for a call to action to get our whole industry to hear that we have too many traumatic head injuries and it's time to make a difference.
Seeing somebody hurt, seeing somebody in pain, seeing somebody suffering, seeing their family suffering because they're in pain, I think is probably the number one reason why safety is important to all of us, right?
I've had to make the call to a widow. I've had to go to the wake, and if I talk about it, I'll be in tears. It's the toughest thing I've ever had to do. I never want to do it again.
Safety is our priority. Safety first. We want every man and woman to go home the way they came in. You know, and I mean that with all my heart, because I've seen people get injured, and it's not a nice sight, you know, and it's sad.
Well, the traditional hard hat was invented 50 years ago. It only offers protection from the top, no side impact protection, no chin strap. They blow off in the wind. So we needed something that would stay on the head when somebody falls backwards.
The Protection 360 is much better than the current helmet we have. It's got better side protection. It's got better protection in the back as well as in the front. So basically it's going to protect your head completely around it.
We had an employee, he was working off a trailer bed unloading a trailer, and he fell and struck his head on the pavement. At that time, his hard hat fell off, again hospitalized because of the incident. And I found myself always asking, you know, there has to be something better.
Basically, it was a coworker and myself. We were moving some parts from a drill rig that we switched over from one mode to another. There were some accessories and stuff that needed to be stored away. Ultimately, they ended up sliding off the tip of the forks and striking us both. Him more severely. This is his hard hat here that shows the crack where the manifold hit him. I was struck by the hoses. He got the brunt of it, and this was the result. He actually had to get his head stitched back closed. He had a severe cut. This has probably saved him as opposed to a regular hard hat, because this has the padding on the inside, the insulation, and the chin strap, which kept it fastened to his head. I believe it would have been a lot worse injury, possibly death, with the old hat.
I totally see several advantages to these. One being the chin strap. It won't fall off your head. If you're leaning over a work area, I've had my hard hat fall off before. My old hard hat fall from height, which that in and of itself is a safety issue. A hard hat falling from 50 feet up or 100 feet up.
It's a little bit more nimble. I remember one of the first times I wore it, I was up on the roof and I had to get in a pretty unique situation and contort my head a few different ways. And I didn't have to worry about using my hands to hold it on. It was just, it stayed there, and I didn't have to worry about it going anywhere.
Well, I like that it has the clips for accessories, your face shields, eye protection. It has a bill you can put on here for blocking the sun. It has the clips in the rear that you can clip into for a neck guard. There's all kinds of things you can attach to this. It's adjustable in the rear to tighten to the back of your head. It's got the adjustable straps here. The chin strap plays a big role in keeping it on your head and doing its job.
Our companies are driven by the safety of our workers and the confidence of our workers. Certainly, the investment we're making in these helmets is an investment in the worker themselves.
We can get mired down in the idea of, you know, cost and schedule and quality and, you know, just looking out for our clients. But at the end of the day, safety is what's most important, and safety is the only way you get those things done.
You know, what's happened to safety in the last decades is we've realized that safety has to come from the top. The owners, the CEOs have to be the one to drive safety and make the right decisions.
When I look at the change from hard hat to helmet, or where we need to be in the industry when it comes to head protection, it's a simple realization of putting your son, your daughter, your grandson, your granddaughter, your niece, your nephew. We want to protect those that we love from falling off their bike and striking their head on the ground. Would we put a hard hat on those loved ones? Right? No, you would put a helmet.
We don't have one person in our company that refuses to wear these and doesn't comment on how much more comfortable they are and how much safer and protected they feel in them.
There's nothing more satisfying than helping to save a life or prevent an injury. These new helmets save lives.
We want them home safe at every night, and this is the best tool that we can go to right now to protect the head and to stop traumatic head injuries in our construction industry.